Hi, hey everybody. Welcome back to Real Life Prepper. My name is Rod, and I wanted to talk to you today about the game of life. The game of life. I just got finished eating some Mexican, so of course the chips are still stuck in my teeth. It drives Jennifer crazy, which I guess is fortunate that she's not here. But I want to talk to you guys about playing the game of life and a tool that's going to help you with your game. It's called Cash Flow Quadrant, based on the book by Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and the Cash Flow Quadrant. Those are a couple of books that Robert Kiyosaki has written, and they have a board game out called Cash Flow, and it's even on electronic. Thanks to you guys. Y'all actually turned me on to the electronic version of it, and I absolutely love it. I like playing the board game with the kids because, you know, we can all just talk junk as a family and learn all together. But I want to talk to you guys about the meaning of the game, okay? And how it has helped Jennifer and myself get where we are financially, and is helping to propel us into our future. There are a lot of concepts that we learned from that game that we have applied in our life or lives that have affected us in a wonderful way. So part of the game is, as you're going around, and you know, it says that you're in the rat race, which we all are. How do you get out of the rat race? Well, you have to get your passive income to the point where it sustains your lifestyle and it gets you to the other level. I only know, gosh, to be honest with you guys, I don't know anybody who's not still in the rat race. I know some people that are doing extremely well for themselves, but I don't know anybody who's out of the rat race, me personally. But like I said, I know some folks who are doing extremely well, you know, high income earners, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 a year. But yeah, I don't know anybody who's out of the rat race. But more specifically, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is when you're going through life, whether you have a job or a business or a side hustle or whatever, you gotta learn to take advantage of your small deals. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you really need to play the game and read the book, okay? Cash Flow Quadrant. And if I ever am speaking to you personally, or if I'm talking on here and you don't know what small deals are and you don't know what big deals are, then you're already losing in the game of life. You're already, financially. We're just talking about financials here. I'm not talking about spirituality, not talking about physically. I'm just talking about strictly financially right now. Because if you're a regular person, which you probably are, if you're watching this, channel, then it's a safe assumption that you want to get ahead. And if you want to get ahead in life, with your life, and if you want to get your preps up, you want to buy that raw land, or buy that bug out location, or buy your house with, a couple few acres, or 10 to 15 acres, whatever, you're going to have to do some things probably that you've never done before. And in addition to, you probably have to take on some more income producing activities. Because if you're over 20, 30, 40 years old right now, and you haven't gotten to the point where you've achieved that dream, then apparently you've been doing something, I'm not going to say wrong, but you've been doing something that probably was not the best for you to achieve that goal and that dream if you're not there yet. And I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm trying to impress upon you. We've all heard that knowledge is power, right? I've learned that applied knowledge is more powerful, because knowledge is power. It really truly is, because and that's why I try to be around people who are successful, more successful than myself, and I try to ask a lot of questions when I have their attention. How did you do this? What did you do? Why did you do it that way? And the commonality that I have found with people who are higher income earners is they put in the work. You know, they put in the work on holidays. They put in the work on Sunday. They put in the work. You know, they didn't come home every evening and sit in front of the boob tube, which is the television, and just, you know, waste 3 and 4 and 5 hours a night watching television. Most high income earners don't do that. Most people who are goal oriented don't do that kind of stuff. You know, they're actually figuring out other ways, even on their off time, to produce income, more income. You know, hence that brings me to these small deals and these big deals. So, in your life, whatever you can do on the side, well, if you can, and you can sell a jar of canned goods for, I'll just say $5, $6, $10 a jar. Well, if it costs you what? Let's just say $5 to can it, and you can sell it for $7.50, $10, then that's a small deal. That's a side hustle that you made, and that's a consumable where people that love your product or even like your product will keep coming back for more. Okay, and that's just with canning stuff. If you can make essential oils, if you can knit or sew, you know, those are, you might be able to knit a blanket. Jennifer does this finger knitting thing, and she does it for fun. And a lot of times she'll do things and then give those away as Christmas gifts, which are great because it's unique. It's something that, you know, somebody took time to make for somebody, and it's a great gift. You know, if she wanted to, she could actually do more on her spare time. And, you know, sell those blankets, sell those throws, sell those shawls and those scarves and hats. You know, she could sell those things. And who wouldn't want something that was handmade by somebody that, you know, that they knew that took the time and cared for it? So that's just a couple examples right there of you doing some things in your spare time to produce some small deals that could produce some extra income. And then when opportunity presents itself where you can then cash in on a big deal, you know, you may find a property that you and a couple other family members can go in on, and you guys get that property and, I don't know, fix and flip, and then you just turn, you know, let's just say $5,000 or $10,000 that you invested into, I don't know, let's just say you double it, 10 to 20. You know, I would take 10 grand and flip it into 20 grand every day of the week. And for most of us, that's a pretty decent deal. And you keep doing that kind of stuff until the point where you've amassed some money and some wealth, and then maybe you can start flipping things on your own. You know, you find something for 10 to 20, then you flip it yourself, and you make, you know, 20 to 40, and keep flipping. And I wanted to come in because you know, and I hope he's watching. My best friend Farrell and I were talking the other day, and, you know, we have a difference of opinion of a certain activity, and, you know, and I called him for, you know, for his advice, and he's like, well, I just don't agree with that, blase, blase, blase. And I'm like, hey, I can appreciate you disagreeing. However, you know, I have a difference of opinion. And just remember this, guys and ladies, when someone is coming to you for your advice, a lot of times they're coming to you from your point of view. And not all the time do they give you all of the information. Sometimes someone comes to you for your point of view, and they just want to know what your point of view is. Because a lot of times you're cruising around at 5,000 or 10,000 feet, especially when you're looking and dealing with somebody else's situation. You know, you're seeing it from 5,000 or 10,000 feet in a Cessna, and they're cruising around, you know, in a I don't want to say Learjet, but they're at a higher altitude. Okay, they might be at 15 or 20,000 feet, and they can see a little bit broader or more area. So, you know, just be mindful of when you have a difference of opinion with someone, maybe ask a question, ask an extra question, be like, hey, I disagree with that, but why do you see it that way? And a lot of people who are successful, they'll tell you, hey, this is what's going on. This is what I can do. And this is the information that you don't know. Because see, there's always a level of learning. There's always a level of learning that you can achieve, especially from somebody else. Especially for somebody who is doing a little bit better than you are, especially financially. Okay, and that's health. It goes for health, it goes for spirituality, it goes for everything. You could always learn something from someone. So I want to come in, just encourage you guys. If you don't have it, get the book Cash Flow Quadrant. If you don't have the board game, get the board game, especially if you have a family and you have younger children. And what I mean by younger children, I'm talking about your children are 25 and under. Your children are 50 and under. Your grandchildren. You know, get the game so you guys can sit around and play basically the real game of life on a board. And this game beats Monopoly. It beats Life, the game, Life, Hasbro game, or whatever, whoever made it. It beats all of those as far as education. Okay, and there's some fun in the game as well, but it's going to teach you more. It's going to teach you more than just having fun. And don't get me wrong, the game is fun. Now, if you're somebody who has a lot of free time on your hand and you're trying to advance in life, look it up online and play it online. Play by, you can play by yourself, or you can create a group of people and you can play it with a group of people. It's just so much faster when you do it online. And of course, you don't have to physically roll the dice and move tokens and all that kind of stuff. The game kind of does that for you, but the lessons are still there. So Jennifer and I are at a crossroads right now, and we have made a decision, a major decision. And that decision, I'll share with you guys another time. But I think we're going to look back at 2020, and 2020 is going to prove to be the best year of our lives. And I think 21 is going to be better than 20. 22 is going to be better than 21. And we have goals and we have plans that we have set out all the way to 2025. And one last gem I'll leave with you guys. When I found out that the Chinese have 100-year goals, it totally changed the way I looked at my goals. I used to have 6-month goals and 12-month goals. Now I don't even stop until I plan my monthly goals, my quarter goals, my 6 months, all the way out 5 years. I don't even stop until then. So that's just something else I wanted to drop with you guys, and hopefully this has helped and benefited you and blessed you. As always, thanks for watching. I really truly appreciate you guys for being here. I appreciate you, because I know that there are so many other channels you can go and visit and learn from. And those that are like, hey, I thought you was gonna take a break and blah blah blah. Hey, look, I'm taking a break from doing lives. I'm not taking a break from doing YouTube. I'm just taking a break from doing lives. That's all. Because they would just get into the point where they were it was starting to become hard on me, and hard to find material every single day. But I don't know if you guys notice or not, but I'm posting more frequent, okay, which is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm excited again about the YouTube journey. hard to park sometimes, especially the way I'm having to park now. Cause just so y'all know, I did my driveway this weekend, and by doing so, I have blocked my work truck in to a way where it's like, you know, it's in a certain spot and it just needs to be there. Because we can't use our driveway right now. It takes up to 5 days for this thing to cure. So, hey, that's life, right? Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. As always, send y'all some love. Y'all be blessed.